Good morning, afternoon, evening, etc. Whenever to see everybody, and welcome back to Monster Train, the 10:20 p.m. edition on Tuesday night. Apologies, this one's getting to you a little bit later, and we're going to be skipping Hades today. I decided to opt in for a 3-hour nap versus getting a few more games in this evening. I think it's well needed. Today at work was a little bit of a slog for me, mostly just like as far as energy is concerned. Today was fine, but I was definitely feeling it. Like 2 cups of coffee feeling it, kinda. You know, for some people that's probably not a lot of coffee, but for me, at least my body, it's like, yo, that was a bunch. You're talking to the boy here that was down energy drinks in high school like no other. I'm out of water. Should have prepared for this a little bit better, but that's okay. That should not be an issue. If you know, I'll just say it right now. If my throat gets parched midway through the run, we're just going to put a pause on the video and I'm just going to go run and get it. I'm not going to edit it. You're just going to hear me open the door, zip out there, grab some water, and go for it. Should always remember to like primer these videos with the same intro I do for Hades. You know, keep that same rhythm, which is, you know, being kept as well as me recording Hades on a consistent basis. But as always, the videos are for kids. I think this one is a little bit, a little safer when it comes to like what I say, since it's less in the moment, so there's less opportunities for me to slip up and say something that could be considered, you know, not child appropriate. But as always, videos are for kids. There's no skip ahead or any of that. You can watch faster because these videos are usually an hour plus long. But yeah, always preface that because I don't say the best of words sometimes. Card games should make it a little bit easier. Also, it's games about demons from hell. I don't know if that's like a child topic or not. Anyway, say bad words. Turn away if you don't want to hear them. Stygian Garden to Awoken. I am feeling it. I feel like this could work out. If I can just get this guy to get the singular sweep spell that I'm hoping for, that could solve a few problems. I think Hellhorn is probably one of the better ones to supplement almost anyone with, especially Stygian Guard, since they give some beef. Just trying to think if there's anything else that really does it for us. I'm gonna keep sticking with this. If we end up running into a wall too hard, or we reach level 10 and we realize we're not getting anywhere, at least on the current difficulty, then we'll probably pivot. Let's give ourselves a mental reminder here what we're dealing with. Yeah, stronger, dead weight, additional enemies, bosses extra attacks. Primer. So basically give me some additional attack. Cool. Alright, let's do it. Mind you, remember, this is like in the harder difficulty, so when the time comes where we get out of Ascension mode, we're going to basically be Vegeta, Goku, any of those, you know, wonderful characters coming out of the hyperbolic time chamber from training so hard. Which I will do at some point. And maybe we'll do some multiplayer games and just, you know, play the race against everyone else game mode. Seems like a good time. Seems like a good time indeed. Polyag Crystals, Restoration Detonation, a Guardian Stone. I'm all for it. We got our regen card already on deck. Stings deal 10 magic power and pierce. It's decent. Enemies moving between floors take 2 damage. Jack strips is very good. I remember unlocking a trinket that's basically that, but slightly better, I think, with a percentage chance. The Jack strips is wonderful. Very good. And both of these are also very good. So Strike, Apply Frostbite, that's sort of the intent. Having the cheaper spells to start off would be nice, but I think having the Frostbite, mostly for the bosses, is going to be a little more important right now. Again, Frost equal poison, poison damage over time, bosses get Dunkachino'd. Al Pacino's Dunkachinos. Enemy units start on each floor. Totally fine. The Jack strips will take care of some of the trash that does spawn. And you know the trash when you see it. This guy, and this guy. Pretty much, as long as we just stay alive on this one, we're looking A-okay. So let's go ahead and do it up. Wonderful. And our boy spawned right in front of us as well, which is just fantastic. Actually gonna drop a dude here. And we're okay sort of letting units fly by, because if we can start proccing the armor ups here, we're gonna be looking pretty good for when the boss actually arrives. Super, and we're getting the dust in here. Final wave. Wouldn't mind hitting you with this, and I think I shall. Very good. Getting the KO there as well. Wasn't really paying too much attention to her, which could have cost me a little bit of HP on the pyre. I'm grateful it did not. Again, additional armor is the choice here. Fantastic. just a wonderful opening floor here. Fills me with confidence. Makes you know, or makes you think we might not have an hour plus video if we get that George W. right now. And which George W. am I talking about? I'm talking about Yerp. And if you don't know what that is, come on, dude. I've been making this joke. You may be new. That's fine. But I've been making this joke for a while. Also, speaking of anyone new or anyone leaving comments, by all means, you know who I'm talking about here, my buddy, even though I have not memorized your name yet. Jetapio? If you want to drop some feedback, by all means, dude. I am not someone that's going to be like, yo, don't at me, I know how to play my game. Nah, dude. You got comments for me? Even if you think it's the simplest comment in the world, you could throw that my way. I'm A-okay with that. Wonderful cards here. Now, this would be great when we start getting that spell cost reduction, but single cost Frostbite is going to be nice. Discard meta. Could work if we had something that I was synergizing with it right now. Doesn't seem to be the case. I'm just going to take a free Flash Freeze. Call it a day. Okay. I'm going to take Wildwood Sap because we are looking for our big tanky unit once again to sort of hold some units in place. Having that big regen alongside the current regen we have will help. And I think we do need a separate type of tanky unit, so we're going to skip on that. Dude, Spell Weakness is lovely. Sweep is lovely. Incant for armor, especially with the current incanting armor boy we already have. It's actually pretty solid. So much so, we know what your job is. It's just there to hold the line. See if we can't squeeze something else out of it. Ooh. Upgrade unit with Incant, gain +1 armor. So there you go. Big tanks, big chunks. I'm actually going to slap this onto you so you can actually fight back and have a little bit of a punch behind you. And I'm going to go ahead and say Train Steward. Not today. We can throw those guys down if we want to thin out any, you know, money goblins or cupids that show up, but we're not using them on this run either, so looking good. And we're doing quite nice. I'm okay with this. I'm thinking I'm okay with this. Additional unit drafts. Get some more cards that we could be looking for. Non-boss enemy units get +4 attack. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. We see you know who show up because I think I saw her on there. Yeah, exactly that. We can just sort of skippity-doo-dah up to the top here, and we'll be good. So he's actually punching back. And you consider what's worthwhile. I think going for the double cast on you is still pretty important. We can get some single spell casts off here in a picosecond. That'll help out plenty. And boom. Small armor up there. Slap this onto you, so when you get up here, you will be whittled down even further. And I'm in love with the run right now. The run is pretty good. By the time this individual gets up here, she will be crushed. So let's just go ahead and get some big armor ups. So one there, and I'm just gonna plop you down here so you can get dosted. Do some damage for me. Final wave already. Spikes, not a problem. You're gonna go for a 1, a 2, and then 3. 30 armor, so this guy's effectively an unkillable god. We still want to slap this onto you. That is always going to be the choice. Give you some extra regen for when he does get up here. He won't really be cracking into you quick enough for it to matter. That's alright. There you go, Dunka, 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 Dusta. Dude. Might have been doing it wrong last time. I was also looking for the Frostbite. Let's be honest here. I was trying to get that Frostbite the entire time last time. It's gonna be wonderful when we get that upgraded with Sweeping Frostbite. Oh, you know what? Actually, Offering Token is actually gonna be pretty good now, since there is some garbage we want to filter out. Just really in general, playing more spells is gonna be good. And this guy having, or this card having a 0 cost is actually excellent for that. Enhancing a guy with spikes and extra attack is also good, but it's a little more expensive, so I'm going to take the Sting in this case. And there's another unit right there. Sweep, apply Frostbite, which is essentially what we are going for here. We need to give her some extra attack power. Or multi-strike, really, just to give her a little bit more pudding power. Some more pudding power. Merchant of Steel. Because could be slapping you up, and I think I will. The extra unit draft means we don't have to go over here. I hate missing an artifact, but more potent units on what is already a very potent run is wise. So slapping you with a large stone, because our train size isn't that impressive yet. It's always somewhere here. It's a hidden stat, even though it's not hidden, and I just forget. There it is. Sitting at 5. So 1, 4, 5, 6. Doing that means we can no longer apply this to the team unless we get 2 train slot upgrades, which we can do for the future. I'm still okay doing something like this, just as its own little holdover to really start laying into dudes. Get them out there a little bit sooner. And I'll even slap a 20 or a 10 plus on there. So we use her in conjunction with, you know, a modestly beefed up train steward. Or 2. Just so she can get some early smacks in there and start sweeping some dudes down. I still think we cast spells on the upper floor there, regardless of, you know, it hitting or not, just getting the incants up. So good, now we have like a 2-pronged threat, floor 2, floor 3, or, you know, any interchangeable amount of that. And it's our boy here, the Betrayer. Religion, the Betrayer's too late for me. Spare magic. Yeah, no, I think I quite literally said, yeah, get me an upgraded version of this. I could use it. So we'll give him 2 rounds, 2 floors, beef that up for us so we have a sizable second floor, until we can eventually condense everyone on 1 floor for ultimate power. Ooh, double bomb. That's gonna be a little nasty. And she's not gonna fit here anymore, we know that, so you go here. Everyone's gonna die, so let's go for one of these. One of those. Doesn't matter what we do here, we're just gonna be double casting. Armor up. For exactly this reason. So 20 damage, you hate to see it. What you don't hate to see is Frozen Lance onto you, 35 right into the main boss there. Send it. Gonna go for a sting up here for the armor. Gonna go for a double cast here. I think I'll go for a lance just to keep these guys healthy and get a little bit more damage in there. Okay, that entire floor skewers itself. These 2 are gonna get through and this guy's gonna stay alive, which is okay by me, so let's go ahead and regen Frozen Lance. We really need to get some more buffing cards if we're gonna be doing this, since this will be a very good time to get some buffs off. And once again, totally fine. Dunkachino, 53 damage, frostbite applied. In fact, he's gonna take a hit or 2 on his way up here. No, super. Alright, that's plenty good. Plenty dusted. So he has a new double 27 to 26. Just kidding, he's dead. It's too much for his feeble brain to handle. His meager stamina amount. His meager stamina would be sufficient. Dude, killing it. Enhance all spells in hand with +5 magic power. I do enjoy that. Consume for Channel Song. I do like Channel Song. No matter which way or how you get it, it's going to be pretty useful, I feel. So, okay with that. Another Incant Lord for the top floor. And I think I will, yeah, just have an even more, again, even more potent final floor is going to be just wonderful. So yeah, grabbing one of those, grabbing the floor space, bada boom, bada bing. And hopefully I didn't miscount. Pause. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, 6. One more floor will be able to squeeze some more stuff out with you there, but that's fine. Oh. Banana. Donk, 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 e-kong. I wonder, would a second Guardian Stone actually be the solution? Give this guy the ability to get 6 armor every time a spell is cast. That's a big maybe, you know? That's a very big maybe. Could also Channel Song, get 2 Channel Songs. Very potent units. It's more of a late game play. Or we can enhance the cards we currently have. I think I'm gonna go for that play. Give me the enhancement on what we currently have. Again, we have 6, so top floor, or main unit floor is good. Right now we have a 1, 2, 3. We got a 2, 3 going on there. A 4, sorry. I'm not seeing too much use out of having someone like these guys. I'd rather just have a little bit more of a tanky unit, and those guys aren't really it. Alright, here we go. Freebies. Freebies left and right. So this, Flash Freeze, become free. It's a good choice. Double stack. 16 Frostbite is actually very, very potent. Good for bosses. Good for tanky units in general. I'm okay dropping a lot of cash, making that one better. Sting, similar case, but I tend to use it as a throwaway if I need to. Palladic Crystals doing 35 damage twice. A little more up my alley. Reroll coming out. Didn't mean to click that, but I was thinking it was something else, so I was not paying attention. Worked out. Palladic Crystals is now much cheaper. And we can get a Spell Power Consume card. It's actually going to be this. It's going to be this. On the off chance we need to buff up our secondary floor there, get a little bit of damage out while we're at it. That'll be the ticket. Dark Forge wise, we can get that cheaper spellcast. Which you know I want to do. Additional Frostbite is very good. Cheaper spellcasts. It's outrageous. Mostly for the armor ups. Although getting the stacking quicker is good. I'm still gonna do it. I do like Conduit. Maybe I'm like leaning too hard into like this. Maybe there's a tier list that says, you know, for each of your boss monsters, here are the like, you know, desirable traits and here are the not desirable traits. When it comes to these like Ascension-esque modes, it really tends to vary a little bit more, I will say. Okay, Ancient Haste. I'm assuming that also procs off of my Frost, but this is still fine, and that's a hefty reward. I think we're strong enough to push our limits here. We're gonna push it all the way. Spike Strips are still gonna do exactly what they need to. Interesting? It's gonna be very interesting. Didn't say bad. Definitely said interesting though. Emphasis on the int. Not even an emphasis on the int. Just gonna be good. I think that's good. So here we go. That is a freebie spell right here. Oh, and I should have done this first to really lay into that, hey, here is the good area. Here's where you want to cast your spells. So these both are going to die. I would love to get more armor here to keep that guy tanky. Casting spells elsewhere is not going to do much, except for this. Keeps you healthy. That's actually pretty decent. You know, also keep her healthy. Stopping that guy to eat it. Yeah, spell shield's annoying, but this is something we can manage. Gonna give this to you. Offset a little bit of the damage you are taking. Because you're doing a wonderful job to soften these guys up as they arrive. Super. Damage is minimal. And that's what we're really hoping for here, is that play right there. Alright. Let's keep that going just a little bit longer. Not expecting greatness from these people, I'm expecting them just to get a lot of hits in, and they're going to do exactly that. So... that will do it. Done and dusted. Easy, dude. So easy right now. Easy money. Easy clap. Just easy. 6. Can I squeeze out another Guardian Stone? Always recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will on a later turn. I don't think there's a problem in grabbing another one of these now. The Sting cards. Oh, okay, let's be careful here. We don't want to overclutter. There's some cards in the deck we do need to get rid of, so this will allow us to swap it off. Oh yeah, you were giving me a lad. I instantly forgot. I forgot how good it is on the second floor if I should hold out. Definitely hold out. Yeah, I mean, hold on to it, dude. Don't worry, you're not disappointing me. Oh. Disappointing my viewers by bopping my mic with my ears. Wonderful stuff here. Very, very good stuff here. The deck we have is insane. I'm gonna min-max and make it even better. We can make it much, much better. I can get a double Cold Celia. That seems correct. That's a lot of frostbite damage that we can start stacking up. And we don't have that much money. You know what? I'm doing it. No ifs, ands, or buts about this one. So you, be gone. You, be gone. I mentioned how the spells are something we can get rid of. We're still getting procs off of them, and they still are applying healing in some capacity, so we're not going to do that outright. Go ahead and duplicate her. So now we have a second floor all resolved. The additional unit I grabbed is more or less going to be dead weight for now. But later, namely after Fell, we'll be looking just peachy. I don't really want any of these. I'm going to take this as, because we can use it as like a final spell play, just to get another proc of Incant. I also want the gold version. That's not like an amazing grab right there. Is a nice gesture, right? We'll put it with the other ones. Enemies enter with 15 armor, child's play. Then we need to look at what they do. Child's play. So the stirrups aren't really going to do their job here. In this particular case, it's going to be a little frustrating, but manageable frustrating. Slapperooski, slapperooski, slapperoosku. There's some value in crunching down 2 of those guys. Even though we'll be able to crunch them here. Super. Just fantastic start. We don't have our main big bad up here, so well, we can start stacking armor still. I can live with that. These guys are not going to survive the second floor to begin with. Yeah, they'll get some hits in, but like, oh, boo-hoo. Few hits in, whatever. We still want to keep them alive, if and when possible, so this works. The sheer amount of frostbite that gets stacked up from this floor is already ridiculous. Yeah, so they're done. Dusted. Dusticino. And yeah, that's what I meant by this card's going to be a dead draw for the moment. Good usage there. Continue to buff them up, but this is the floor, so I think we continue to waste spells up there, or air quote, waste spells. He's doing his job. Once again, when Channel Song has hit the most hilarious unit it could. Works for me. Still taking a bit of a beating there. Top you off. There it is. Big bad boss unit. Yeah, that dude gets Dunkachino'd instantly. Totally fine. The sweeps will take care of these guys. 25. Okay, you won't be able to get a smack in, but your back buddy will, so that works. I think we're just gonna say, yeah, forget the second floor. All out on this one. Which is appropriate. Good. I am going to give you some preemptive Frostbite. Good use of our spells, right? Just throwing him... There's like a scene you're watching like the train go by this frozen hellish wasteland. You see people casting lightning bolts out the top floor. Nothing's even hitting. It's just fucking flying out the window. He's dead. And our boy's actually not even getting touched in the slightest. And... Dunkachino. Dunka. Big spawn, big dually. Think we're good. There's a zero cost spell in there. Not really what we're looking for. Consume plus to draw on the next turn. There's a place for that. There's actually a place for this as well. Mind you, we're trying to keep the deck thin. Again, I like the rule from Slay the Spire under 30, still pretty good. There's a joke somewhere in there where that's like a reaching joke and it's not going to be that funny, so don't worry. I don't want it. It's not that great. I was more or less just giving you that unit to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Can buff it up, so it will be good, but... I ain't here doing backflips, alright? So you can keep it. Could still buff up you with some form of incant wonders or a multi-strike. But there is more value to be had on going here. Venting. Pretty much that exact card. Thanks for the upgrade. Don't tell him we basically threw away the gift you just gave us. I'm also going to get rid of a Restoration Detonation. Even though it is another spell proc, we can fill it up with spells that we prefer having. Nothing wrong with it, of course. Making this not get consumed would actually be excellent as well. You know what? Let's see if that's possible. So the spikes are going to help on our tanky unit just a little bit. No such luck, however. That's already going to be free when it gets to us proper. This regeneration detonation actually being usable for someone else other than the top floor is actually good. Magic power consume. Don't really want to do that. We were really hoping for something else. I will slap this on... What's a card you would like to freeze until you get it later? To be honest, there's a lot of them, but I'd rather save these upgrades for something else. Maybe Channel Song? In some ways. Seems like a waste. I think I'm going to hold off on spending that money. And I'm going to spend some money maybe to purge out a regen or two. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of one more regen. It allows us, again, Fill it up with other cards that are more of our use case. But yeah, hang on to that money because I think we can do something extra with it later. Better spell upgrades, better trinkets, what have you. Scourge, adding cards to my deck. That is annoying. Because I don't have a way to clear out every singular floor. Already coming out with this annoyance. Okay. Greatness is online. I'm going to go ahead and use that to swap you out. Plopping you down here. Mostly taking care of you. And let's keep the ball rolling. Oh. We're going to diversify here so we can get rid of our debuffs a little quicker. That is the intent. Whether or not that's like really going to be working out has yet to be seen. These don't count as incants. That'd be a lovely buff if it did. Totally fine. We're not going for a very potent floor. We're just going for something that gets rid of the freaking debuff units, which it's doing just fine with. She's gonna need some healing. Oh, channel song. Cast into the void, and we're okay with this. Big regen detonation there. Again, we just want this floor to be as juiced as possible. This is all working just fine, so let's keep it up. Big casts here. No one will survive when they arrive here. There's too much damage on the field for them to survive. Oh goody. That's what I always wanted. Healing for you? Nah, not worth it. Healing for you. I think we're already in the phases where other guys getting healing is not worth it. Mostly, you getting healing is going to be somewhat worth it. Just so we start taking care of our boys when they spawn here. Ugh. Disgusting. Just because it's free. Regen for you. A little bit of pyre damage. Hurts my soul. Alright, and you even get a hit in, which is nice. Some upfront burst damage here doesn't really do it for us. We're getting these boys prepped up, which, mind you, this guy has not been buffed at all by any card upgrades or shop upgrades. We get this guy a multi-strike, he is gonna... he's gonna pop off. Other choice words I was feeling right there, but yeah. Modest restraint, even though it's not really the intent. What do you got? A regen? Doesn't matter. Ice him. And you're dead. 120 damage on our main unit, but you're still absolutely dunked. That's what we like to see right here. And so, with this, we can squeeze out our additional armor unit on this floor to give them even more tankiness. Even more. This is a card I would love to play on our boy. So much so, I think I am going to grab it. Since it is easier to play. Grab that extra space. It's really just the jack strips run, isn't it? Jack strips, nothing else. Box only, final destination. Hell event, good choices here, but I already said what we were going after. And that's some unit upgrades on you know who. Don't think a plus 10 is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for something more potent. Fortunately, we did not find it. And giving you large stone does not really help us either, so it's a bit of a biff. I think I continue to hold my money. I have an idea. How about we do some future planning? Merchant of trinkets, merchant of steel, merchant of everything you'd ever want and more. I'm gonna hold my money once more. Damaging spells -2 actually is overkill. Unless it applied to all spells. So give me that additional frostbite from Children too. Very good for the boss, not as good for single or multi-targets. The other boys are for the multi-targets. Enemies enter with spikes. Okay, hold. That's a little scary. We don't need the extra money at this point. These guys obviously counteract any concerns I have there, but I don't even need to risk it. We're not going for a super score here, I don't care. We don't need the money to be like, oh, look how much extra money I have. That's an unnecessary risk, Scotty. Not necessary. And 5 stings here does not really solve any problems. Getting these boys amped up will solve some problems in the future. So there's another one right there. Slap down the channel song. Huge. Huge Jackman. Gonna take some damage from this. That's okay. So we get the gold from you-know-who here. I think we do it like this. And then let that burn, incant up. So yeah, this sucks, but very, very minor. Gonna be getting one of those a turn. I can spend the resources here to just take care of the problem. And you know, we need to be incanting here as much as possible. These units use the healing a little bit better though. And it might have been better to, you know, do the 50-50 split on these two, but having that potent room is good. It's working out just fine. This guy's actually going to try and get away. And no longer will he be getting away. Yep, so expect 1. Expect 2 this time, actually. No, just 1. That's the problem. These kind of units are the ones that really ruin this sort of stack 1 floor strategy. In this case, it's actually doing just fine. Ooh. That's what you like to see right there. I mean, it doesn't matter how we go about it here, but that's the way we're going to use to settle that. Yeah, these adding garbage to your deck boys are the ones that really cause problems with that single stack floor. Because I could have gotten a buff here, but look at that. They've ruined that for me as well. Final wave. So we pretty much are cruising. Armor's not as high as I would like it to be. These units have been getting up here and getting a few punches in. Let's reserve all spell casts we can here. We got 2 waves of spell casts that we can get off here. Done. Still worth it to frostbite this individual, however. There we go, 75. This guy hits for 8 a turn. He's just got a lot of HP, which is pretty much what we strive against. We strive against multi-attack and HP. It sweeps, that gives us a little bit of an issue. Even though we counteract the sweeps with our armor. And he actually kills our boy up front here. But I bet you, if we just throw enough cards at him here, he wouldn't be able to do exactly that. There you go. Thorns really didn't add that much. I guess it was only +4. Send it. Little spooky? Not spooky enough. Don't need it. Okay with it. And we have arrived. Crucible. Here's a crucible, yeah. We're going for the Hail Mary and the unit upgrade here, so first and foremost, Hell Event. There's 1.5 billion things I would love to Hell Event. I truly think just having more of these guys ready to apply even the modest amount of frostbite is good. And we can line them up on multiple floors now. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Come on. Yes. Holy shit. Yes. Oh my god. The holdout was worth it. Dude, I need to play later more often. I'm playing off my board here, dude. Silence when entering, okay. Magic power, okay. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. Alright, understandable. I think the silence is fine. Magic power when it actually hits is going to be good, but let's see if we can't get something better. Huh. I think this is going to be better than the Sting Magic Power, but Sting Magic Power is good. But we're using the Stings really just as like duds for armor incanting, so it's cool. Really needs to enter with 3 sap? Forget about it. Not even a friggin' problem, dude. Not even in the slightest. How foolish of you. How foolish of you indeed. Think you could enter my house and get away with this. Plop one of those down there. Units entering with sap kinda sucks, but it's not the end-all be-all. Channel song? Everything's coming up Millhouse. You dying is not very good. You can't really stop these guys from going crazy either. Okay. There's no like nasty debuffers as far as I'm seeing here. So I think we're just going for the big play up top. Mostly to soften them up. 3 extra attack with the pyre. If that ever really is going to be an issue, then hey, enjoy. Okay, yeah, and now we start going crazy here, and this is a very good turn to go crazy. Don't overdraw. Frostbite on boss. Even if this doesn't help us, it is still worthwhile to get the regens down here. Very good. So unfortunately, because our front guy is not really hitting at all, this guy's not getting extra punches in on the boss, but he is clearing out the trash. Yeah, sap me all you want, it will do you no good. You're doing yourself a disservice. Gonna keep frosting you, though. That is good damage over time that we want to keep track of. Look at all the zeros. And that's some extra HP and thorns on our boy. Up to 12. Pretty good against Seraph. He does have multi-strike. Alright, another sweep, only 44 down there. Stab me all you want, we are still hitting very, very strong. Ugh, the debuffs are horrendous. Keep that going. Looks like one guy is actually going to be getting through. Which I hate to see. I hate for you to tarnish my perfect record. Alas. Can't get them all, and he has quite a bit of HP too. 3 smacks. Don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Don't go. Chino. Now I put chinos. Don't get chinos. Don't get chino. Alright. Yes to thorns. Yes to the already existing frostbite. It's gonna add up. Good. So 17 turns of combat with us, he's just gonna ice himself. Keep going, you're good. These don't really do too much, but it's acceptable. Getting the upgrade on this guy was almost mission critical. I mean, you know, actually it absolutely was mission critical. And that guy getting through upsets my soul, but that's fine. Done and dusted, boys. Done and dusted. That's a George in the books. The George W. Yerp. Uh-huh. 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 Send it. Beautiful. There's a grin on my face. There's a grin on my face. That was very good. Very, very good. Hell yes. Pun intended. I knew it could work out. I knew it was in there. We just need the incant lords combined with the incant upgrades. Oh man, perfect, perfect, perfect. And the cheaper spells. I knew it would come in clutch, and it absolutely did. Infinite engine potential right there. Oh boy. Add a copy of Allied Starter card. Add a copy of the Allied Starter card to your starting deck. Alright, a little bit more bloat, but that could be good, depending on what it gives you. Master cards for Channel Song, the Bone Rattler, and the Cycle of Life. Yes. Stygian upgrade. Gifts for a guard. Draw 3 spells and enhance them with consume plus 20 magic power. 0 cost. That could be very useful in the run we just had right now. In some cases, like maybe, you know, drawing that into some cards that were already going to be consumed anyway, just makes it a little bit better. Burns your deck out really quickly. So, good for thinning. Good for some burst. Not good for your long game. Depending on what kind of game you're running at that time. Stay Woken. The Edge Prior. Pre-roar. Wherever it is. Healing spells on the cast on this floor costs -1. There's some synergies with the boss unit that you could use with this, where the healing procs thorns. That's pretty good. Or procs damage. It's a win streak. Oh baby, look at all the Gul'dan cards. So say we're halfway, almost halfway there. We're like a third of the way there, roughly. Thanks for watching, everybody. I want you to enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, etc. whenever it is for you, and I will see you all tomorrow. And trust me, I'm going to do these daily as best I can, internet providing, which I'm hoping it's still up here. It is. But I will see you tomorrow for the next one. Take it easy, everybody.